Okay, this is actually a very easy topic, and I've directly taken this from Essential Sociology only. But more than what is there in the textbook, how to approach this topic is what I want to discuss. Otherwise, you can simply read this. You don't want the help of a teacher or anyone to understand this. Just read and you will understand. So first you need to know what is sociology, and you will be, some of you who don't know this, you will be knowing this completely, or others already know this. What is sociology? What sociology study? Everything is clear for us, right? We are sociology, we are talking about mainly we are studying society, and then you focus on the syllabus, you look into the syllabus, and you should have a clear idea about the syllabus. You see what all things are studied in sociology. You are talking about, you can see after the first three chapters you are going to discuss about social stratification, and it is actually dealing with inequality, poverty. Okay, all these topics are coming there, and all these are studied in economics. So there is a connection with economics. Okay, you can see that now from the syllabus itself you can make a connection with economics. For example, the topics like inequality, poverty, unemployment, all these are studied by economists. At the same time, it you can see in sociology also. So can I say within sociology some of the economic aspect also will come? It's like this only. Secondly, if you talk about the next chapter after social stratification, it is related to politics and society. You will see politics and society, and there you will see the topics like theories of power. So you will be studying about theories of power, then citizenship, state. So all these things are basically studied in even political science. So you can see a connection between political science and sociology also. Okay, and then you will see from the thinkers. For example, when you talk about Karl Marx, you will see the theories of historical materialism. Within that, actually, he is talking about division of labor. Okay, so division of labor is actually an economic concept, and Karl Marx is talking about capitalism, which is again connected to economy. So that much connections you can make from Karl Marx, which is related to economics. And then he is also discussing about a theory of alienation, and this theory is actually connected with the division of labor firstly, and that is economic in nature. Secondly, when we talk about alienation, it is purely psychological in nature. So this theory of alienation is considered as, related to psychology. So generally the psychologist will study the alienation, right? For example, IT professional, and he is spending all the time in front of computers, and he alienated and he has some psychological problems, so he will go and consult a psychologist. Okay, so that question of alienation is also addressed by Marx, and that is in sociology. So you can explain this concept of alienation there, you can link sociology and psychology. Then again, when we discuss about Emile Durkheim, so those who don't know, we are going to discuss this, so you will understand this. Emile Durkheim, we will discuss a concept of division of labor. Again, here also I have told you division of labor. Division of labor means what? It is the concept which is actually given by Adam Smith only. Okay, because division of labor means splitting up of activities, and it will be done by many people, 2-3 people. Why it is done? Why not one person? So that it will increase the efficiency, thereby increasing productivity and profitability. So it is purely an economic concept. But when Durkheim took up the analysis, it became sociological. So division of labor, which is considered as in the domain of economy, how it became sociology, you can explain from the study of Durkheim. Because division of labor is integrating people. Just because division of labor is there, you have to explain all these. That is the best approach, rather than doing the table which is there in the textbook, which I have given you this. If you don't have the textbook, you will get the content. That's why, that is the only purpose. I never write the answer for this by looking into that. I will write it from the thinkers and the topics that we have learned, and that is enough. So division of labor, which is something considered as part of economics, but when Durkheim conducted the analysis, it became sociological, and he understood how division of labor is actually integrating people in terms of similarities and differences, right? So division of labor, this study we will discuss later, so you will understand. Because of division of labor only, we all are connected. Now I know sociology, you don't know sociology, so you are depending on me. So there is an integration between us, right? So it is again based on division of labor. We seek in others what we lack in ourselves, and associations are formed wherever there is a true exchange of services there. While we like those who resemble us, we are also drawn towards others precisely because they are different. because we are going to get something different from others, and this helps in integration of society. So division of labor, people are doing different activities and people are interdependent. One person cannot do everything, so interdependent. So it is actually social, because this interdependence is functional, it is integrating the society. So division of labor is not only economic, it is social. So what I'm telling you is, this is how you need to make the connection. Then when we discuss about Mead, there will be a theory of Mead, of theory of self. It is purely a psychological theory, and this you can link with psychology, okay, and then sociology. So this thinker also you can use. And then when we discuss about social action by Weber, he is also talking about meanings only, meanings attached by the actor to the action. So who's inclined more to study the meanings? It is basically the psychologist. So Weber's approach and the Smead's approach is connected to psychology. And one more point that you will see, you hardly need 4 or 5 good points, okay, not more than that, 4 or 5 good points. And when it comes to psychology, you are going to study about Durkheim also. Durkheim, in that we will discuss a theory of suicide. So suicide is something which is considered as psychological till then. It became sociological once Durkheim conducted the study. Why it was considered as psychological? It was considered as mental illness, mental problem, people committing suicide. But after Durkheim's study, it became very clear that it is because of social pressure, social currents, people are committing suicide. So this 3 itself is so good. One more we have, this is also connected to psychology. So we have discussed about Mead, Weber, Durkheim, Marx. I have told you alienation in psychology only. Okay, so when we discuss about political science, Weber is giving a theory on power that you can write. Weber is mainly writing too much in public administration and political science. In fact, Weber's question was asked in ethics paper also. Weber's idea of bureaucracy, which was asked in ethics paper also 2 years back. Okay, so Weber is, you can write Weber in the context of political science. You can also write about Marx in the context of political science. Okay, so Parson also, and that we will discuss in the chapter of power, that Parson is giving a concept of variable sum concept. You may not understand now, variable sum concept of power. Weber is talking about a constant sum concept of power. So the point here is, there is no need to separately prepare this PDF, which the only point here is what I want to give you notes. So some of you, if you are not able to, or not getting that notes, or not purchasing that notes, I just need to give you something. So this is just directly from Essential Sociology. You can read from there or you can read from here. It is the same thing only, and this itself is enough for you. Otherwise, the best approach is what? The best approach is to understand it from the syllabus, understand what is sociology. We have discussed so many topics, and we are going to discuss so many topics. So you can connect with religion. Religion is basically understood as it is a part of philosophy, right? But we are going to study a chapter about philosophy or religion, right? We are going to discuss about Durkheim. Okay, Durkheim theory of religion, Marx's concept of religion, okay, and also Weber's concept of religion. It is not necessarily psychological or philosophical. It will become sociological. We will understand that. So briefly, I'll go for these differences mainly. I don't want to explain all these contents. So this, whatever you have written here, this you can write in all questions, because we are talking about sociology. So sociology originated from philosophy of history, political thought, and positive science in light of challenges posed by modernity. You know the emergence of sociology. The methods employed by sociologists are lauded with values, and hence their conclusions are tilted with ethical consideration, or whatever it is. So the possibility of incorporation of values are so high in sociology, because human beings are studying the human beings. Sociologists often study parts of an existing society like family or social mobility. You can add more content here: social stratification, class, caste, power, religion, social change, all the structure, everything. Sociologists often rely on statistics and questionnaires, and their analysis is often formal and quantitative as well at times. Okay, mostly it will be quantitative. These are the methods. You can add more methods also from whatever you're going to study. So here we are just trying to understand sociology. Contrary to that, you will see what is the other subject also. Sociology mainly focuses upon cultural and social aspect. So here also, sociology has wider scope. You can write in everywhere and devoted the study of all aspects of society. For example, we have discussed about clinical sociology, criminal sociology, sociology of health, industrial sociology. All these we are discussed under the scope of sociology. So you can write in sociology that. But if you talk about political science, it will be confined to what? State, power, elections, etc. Right? Sociology is more open-ended. Everywhere you can write that. But subject matter of political science is more codified and confined because it will study only related to that political aspect. Sociology stresses the interrelationship between sets of institutions including government. So here within government, the organization. Anthropology, if you see, anthropology has taken both from curiosity of Western scholars in primitive societies and in non-Western countries. It is basically to study the primitive societies. Anthropologists describe and analyze in clinically neutral terms because they can place themselves as outsiders without being involved in values. So just read this, the differences, it will be very clear to you. Political science and then history. Okay, historians almost study the past, and in sociology history is very necessary. So there was a question before that sociology without history is fruitless and history without sociology is toothless. For example, when we discuss about paper 2, I'll talk about Indology. Indology means understanding or studying India. But how you study India? We study India from the past. And how can you do that? It is basically referring to the archaeological excavations, the travelogues of the kings, okay, writings of the kings, religious textbooks, etc. So history is basically required for the sociology. So that is a relation, and other contents you can write here. Sociology anyway you know, history you have here. This I have underlined the statement. Psychology, you need to talk about, mainly you need to discuss about 4 thinkers. Mead, you will get a content. What is there in the syllabus? You can write about theory of self here. And then Durkheim, you can talk about suicide. Weber, also you can talk about related to psychology. Even the theory of capitalism that discussed by Weber is related to psychology, the feelings of the individuals only, based on religion. You will see that. And then you can talk about Marx's concept of alienation. So much is there for connecting it with, all these are there, suicide, okay. But not all here I can see, what all things I have discussed I can't see. You can read this, you will understand, obviously. But my approach is this, I have never read this and I have never prepared separately for this particular topic. Psychology, sociology, you can read that. Economics. So what all things you will connect here, you can talk from Marx, you can talk from Weber's capitalism, you can also talk from Durkheim. So those who don't know about the thinkers, don't worry about that, we are going to do all these things. So the point here, what I want to tell you is, there is no need to separately prepare this topic. It should automatically be done with your preparation of thinkers and all the other chapters. So in all the other chapters, we are going to discuss about various constituents, right? We are talking about family, we are talking about social change, we are talking about religion, which is a part of philosophy. Okay, we are talking about social stratification, which is again part of economy, right? So all these are, and then we are studying about politics and society. So this is part of political science. So connect all these things that we are going to learn in the thinkers chapter, and this answer will be ready. So this is actually very easy answer. It's not worth preparing it separately. If you prepare like this, you cannot remember like one by one. This you cannot remember this like this and reproduce the same. It is impossible. Maybe possible, but that much effort you have to put in. But the outcome that you are going to get may not be good for the, if you see the cost benefit analysis, it will be very less. Rather you focus on thinkers, and if you can interconnect it, that is how our approach is. And that's what my approach, and that's why I want you to follow the same thing. It will be very easy. You may think it difficult at this point of time, but by the time you write the mains, you will be done with the syllabus and it will be very easy for you at that point of time. Now you may think that the answer is there, ready-made answer is there, you can study, you can reproduce. But once you write the test series and all, you will understand. It is always better for you to reconnect, make the interlinkage, and then write the answer. So that's the approach for this particular question. And everything is there. In case if you are not satisfied with what we are going to do or what we have done, if you are not satisfied with yourself, then go with this particular PDF, read that, reproduce it. That's it. It will be a 10 marker anyway. Yeah. Any doubts here?